in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And no chance at a return here. Drive at their own 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. Quick completion on the out route. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that comes to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, they'll take to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Still on his feet at the 45. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit. Obviously,
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel, they had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
The offense wastes no time getting the...
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Now on 2nd down. The option look. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The sure hands, it's Contreras. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. Try to get it on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Just going to keep it after the snap. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Texas A&M going quickly. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Oh, it's a reverse. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to...
Reels it in down the left side. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. Dances away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Quick completion on the out. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Quick catch on third down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And that pass intercepted. At the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Trying to set the tone with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Makes the grab. It's Contreras. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football and getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
With jet sweep pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On the option. Now the toss. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Contreras. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Northern Illinois endured a hostile crowd and a challenge that always comes with playing away from Husky Stadium, and the Huskies came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pocket starts to collapse, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the timing just a hair off.
It's now 2nd down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Working that left side now. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
1st and goal, Texas A&M. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 21, Oregon 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Running back goes in motion. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the route is on. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped.
And your Oregon Ducks will take over 1st and 10.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Handoff from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. And the Ducks in the hurry up.
Just flip with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
Texas A&M. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Aggies. And the pummeling has started. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Excellent field position here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. And the punishment has been extended.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll go to the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. To the air on 1st down. Makes the pass. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. And they'll take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. These corners backing off a bit. Pressure coming. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He'll take another shot here. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And he steps out of bounds after getting the pick, and this one is in the books. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack.